Hello, everyone. Welcome to Support Saturday, Masterclass Edition with our Ashley is going to be our speaker, Ashley Miller, and she's going to talk about how to use Canva to record classes. So Ashley, if you want to go ahead and get started.
Yes, so I don't know if I ever screen shared before, but we're going to share my screen here. All right. So pretty much through Joy's training, you probably have Canva. Like, I'm pretty sure it's part of Preschool All-Stars like setup. A lot of what she does is already in Canva. I decided to figure out how to use Canva to create my video classes, my pre-recorded ones. I do a preschool pals class live via my Zoom account. So this is pretty much for pre-recorded that you can download into your hub. So when you log into your Canva, you should be able to find whether you're up here. Are you guys able to see my screen? Okay. So you can either click on videos or videos here. And that's what I'm using to create pretty much my video, my classes. It does give you a bunch of templates on the side as usual. I think I picked one and kind of made my own thing. But if you go down to the sides here and you see videos on the side, if for whatever reason it's not there, I think you can get it to pop up. I'm not sure how. I don't know if there's you go in apps or a drop down menu, but if you don't have videos here, there should be a way for you to get that to pop up. And that's pretty much what I use to record myself. So if I were to hit record myself, it would then take me to this screen. The trick with this screen is you can use filters and effects. I try not to. I have 2 ring lights on me right now, and I'm next to 3 big windows. So I feel for the most part, even at nighttime, I have enough light on me if I'm recording after it gets dark out. Every time I try to use it, it's almost harder and makes my computer work harder. So I usually don't use filter or effects, but it is an option. This button here will switch you from my little recording screen from circle to a rectangle. I typically like to do circle because it cuts out my extra wall and just puts in my preschool wall. You can see kind of my alphabet behind me. This little swoosh arrow here is really important. As you can see, the letters are backwards. So if I hit this mirror button here, it switches me, but it puts the stuff behind me now in the right way. But if I'm pointing to my left, when I'm recording, it's my right. So that's the trickiest part when I use mirror. So I want my alphabet to be correct for the kids. So I'm oh, our letter is, and if it's behind my headgear, I can try to point to it. And I can even kind of move my laptop around. And again, I'm using my laptop and the camera that's actually within my computer. I know some other people may actually be using cameras or their phone or other things. And I've done that too, but I've tried to get in the habit of just being able to use my laptop camera, because then it's just easier. Where if I have an individual tripod, and so if I use my phone to record, I'll send myself the video from my phone, and that's time consuming. So I've tried to eliminate doing that, but I have done it. Like I've taken my son outside and we've drawn self-portraits with chalk outside. And it's just a different scene for the kids to be interested in. And, oh, they're outside, what are they doing? So it is an option to use like your phone or a camera to record in a different location. And then I usually airdrop from my phone because I have a Mac and an iPhone. So I can just like airdrop the videos that I record on my phone to my computer and upload it in Canva. But so that's what all these are. And then you do have the option to turn your camera off, and then it just throws in like whatever picture you have loaded into Canva. So, but then you would hit record and it does give you a countdown, 3, 2, 1. And then you record yourself talking. So that's how I record myself. We're going to exit this though, and I'm going to kind of walk you guys through how I would actually build a video. So if I scroll down here, I already have some videos saved. So this is a 5-second video that I put together with some animation, and it's literally just my welcome screen. So typically that's my first 5 seconds of every class is this. It says welcome, it's my preschool logo. And then I added, you know, some pop, like I added animation to it, which up here is your animate video, your animation. And then you have all these options on the side. So when I made this, I saved it on my computer and then uploaded it as a 5-second clip into my Canva, if that makes sense. So it's already there. So every time I'm like, all right, I'm making a new class, I already have that 5-second intro clip saved. So that's my first 5 seconds. Let me see here. So, and then same thing. So this is a class I already created, and it's the first 5 seconds, and then it goes down. Hi friends, let's sing that. And so this I also have saved now in my Canva as well. It is like the hello song. So I put the words over here. So when mom and dad or guardian or, you know, grown up is watching with the kiddos, they have the actual words. Kids are really good at like rhythmic and following along simple songs. My son is 3, my niece is 5, and they've both watched this video I've made with the hello song, and for weeks it was just stuck in their head. Hello, how are you? And they just walk around singing it. So I've created this also and pre-saved it. So like when I'm creating a class, I'm thinking of almost like a template. So I have like my intro with the logo, and then my next one is like the hello song. And that's pretty much every class is like, that's the beginning. And that's kind of like part of my template. As far as how you actually create it, over here, you have your text, you have your elements, you can pop whatever you want in there really to decorate it. And the same thing with the circle, I just went into videos and hit record myself, and I'm sitting in front of my classroom wall, and it counts down 3, 2, 1, and I'm like, hey friends, let's sing the song, our hello song. And then I sing it, record myself, and that's how that's in there. So pretty much the beginning of my classes are already like saved. Now this one's not done yet because I was working on it, but this is usually template wise. I'll have the intro with my logo, I'll have the hello song, and then this is like typically a longer video that's several minutes long. That is kind of what we'll learn today. So let me see if I have this other classroom that will actually pull up. So I'm looking like a hot mess in this video, you can tell. My hair is like, my hair is in a mom bun. Anyway, So my third, I guess, extension here is like what we'll learn today. And I pretty much so then I'm standing in front of my preschool wall, utilizing the wall that I built as part of, the preschool system that Joy has set up. So I record pretty much what we'll be learning. So, hey, this month or this week, our color is this, our letter is this. I'll circle the number, whichever number. I have the shape here. So I will use my preschool wall and kind of review what we're going to learn. So that's kind of my layout or template that I'm using. Again, this is all changeable. You can do it however you want, but that's kind of like leading into the class. And again, these elements here are just shapes. So if you go over to elements and you go to lines and shapes, it's literally the round edge rectangle that I've used. And then I have right here, I have my color palette saved. So I can pick my preschool colors, like the colors that are in my logo. A little bit of background, I do have an education in advertising. So I am familiar with branding and picking your 4 or 5 basic colors. So when I was designing my logo, I was also already thinking about color scheme and what colors to use and how to be consistent with it. So my colors that I use when I'm creating my videos are consistent throughout. And that really gives you brand recognition, identity, things like that. So, and then here, I found this somewhere. I don't know where I found it, but I have it's a whiteboard. It's an actual whiteboard. So for letters, I will record myself. Typically, I've been needing to do this with my phone because I can use my tripod a lot easier to hover over top of me writing. But I try to use Joy's curriculum with Preschool in a Box. And in there for the letters, she usually has the arrow and the directional thing for handwriting. So I try to incorporate that in there. So whatever letter of the week or month that we are doing, I try to record a little video of of how to do it, start at the tippy top and then down. So, and for this, again, these are all elements. So this line element I found, and up here is the search bar. So you can go letter line, and you can see all the stuff that it will pull up. I'm not sure what I found, what exactly I searched. Writing lines. Yeah, so I looked up writing lines, and again, it's just an element. And honestly, I think I probably pulled one up and then I cropped it down to be just one single line there, like that. And that's what I use, I put that on my there, and then I can search the letter H. And I found that most of the letters so far will have this here. where it shows the one, like the first line, second line, and third line that you're doing. Sometimes it doesn't always match what's in the curriculum book. And I know that everyone like sometimes will have like their own way of writing. And then again, this is an element, this is text. That's an element that I found. And I'm just pretty much building each, I guess, I want to call them slides, but I guess it's not a slide. It's like a segment of the video, because right here in between from like this segment to this segment, you can actually click on here and you can add it says a page. So I guess they're called pages. You can add a page or a segment, like if you want to add something in there, or this says transition. So you can use different transitions and it will show you how it will transition from the one page to the next page. And then here with the color white, down here, you can actually change your color. So when I use the color white, I change it to my actual brand colors. And so when it's swiping, and then you can change the duration of like how long, 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds, it will change. And then it's like, oh, you can see my brand colors wiping across, and then the next page comes up. So it's a continuous video. So when you go to download it, it will be like, oh, we'll go from the page of what we'll learn today, and then it color swipes, and then it shows the handwriting of the letter. Let's go further down, and I get really creative with it. These first few pages are pretty simple and can be kind of boring. So in the curriculum book, there's usually like an animal or a name or something related to a letter. So I use that because I don't have the time with a current 3-year-old myself. I don't have the time to sit down and plan a curriculum. So I do use the Preschool in a Box curriculum to my advantage. I don't follow it to a T, and I don't stress about following it to a T either, because I don't have time to be stressed and a perfectionist to follow it all to a T. But for example, H is horse, and I'm not sure what the name is, but I use it.
Guess what? I have another friend come along. Do you want to hear some clues?
So I give the clues, and then I'm like, it's a horse. And as you can see down here in the page strip or the continuous video, you can see a horse and stuff. So as the video plays on,
She starts.
it starts with the
likes
letter
to gallop.
H. Likes to gallop.
She rhymes with horse, and she says, no, no. You guessed it?
So as I'm recording myself or coming up with the idea, I guess, I'm using the curriculum book. And in the curriculum, Joy will be like, it says, oh, say that you have a friend that's come a long, long way. So I use that, and I'm like, oh, I have a friend. It's a bird or it's a horse. Like, I think it was Becky the bird for bee, and like Hillary or Holly the horse or something like that. So I use the curriculum to my advantage and use the ideas in there. And then I record myself, and then with Canva, I can pop in an element. So when I'm like, oh, I have a friend, here's some clues. They like to gallop. It starts with the letter H, and I can pop in those elements. And the way that I do that, now in the strip, it will show you them all on top of each other. But as you see in the video, it's popping up. Oh, it's the letter H. And then I have the element H pop up. So we can,
She starts with our letter of the week.
so I pause the video here as I have the H element. And as soon as I click on the element, they all pop up. So this can kind of be the confusing or frustrating part. I guess design wise or technology wise for people. With having education background in advertising, I know how to use Photoshop and Adobe and Illustrator, especially Photoshop, will work in layers. So you like add a background layer and then a layer on top of that and a layer on top of that. So it's kind of like the same concept in Canva with layering the elements. But as you can see, the H is in the very back. You can kind of see it back there flashing around. In order to get it back to the front of me, I would have to literally click on all the elements and then position them to the back. I don't want to do that. Like up here is the position. I would have to position them all to the back to click on the H. So for the most part, I'll think about what I'm gonna do, even like this. This is like a piece of paper that I wrote down, and this is for the letter B. So letter B, and I try to make sure I do the sound for them. And then I had meeting Becky the bird. So I give clues, like I have a friend, what the clues are. And as I'm popping in the element, our friend starts with the letter B. So I'm recording myself, and I usually have like kind of like a format written down in front of me. That's why you can see in my videos, I'm looking down, and it's a bad habit. But as I get better at it, hopefully I'm not needing to like look down at notes and stuff. But for right now, I try to like write it out and have an idea of what I'm gonna do. And I just record. And if I fumble my words or mess up, I just keep going. You can stop while you're in the videos and you're recording yourself. You can hit stop and you can delete it and you can redo it. But I haven't figured out a way to stop it and then continue recording. It would put it on another page at the bottom here. You would have to like add the page in and continue recording. So I try to really narrow down what I'm going to say per each slide. Like, and I break it down like that. So I break it down template wise. I have my intro page, my hello song, my what we'll learn today, where I use my board. And then I usually introduce the letter and the sound. And then I incorporate the curriculum with meeting a friend and the animal and the H or the letter of the name, Becky the bird, Holly the horse. And then for the elements here, you can see that I click on it, and this is how you would duplicate it. So if I wanted to duplicate it, clicked on nay, it would duplicate that. So whatever element you want to pop in there. So if you say our friend starts with an H and you pop the H element in there, you click more. So duplicate, the trash can's going to delete it. And then the 3 dots is more. You want to go down here to show time. You see the little clock here that says show timing. You click that and it will, this right here is the force. So when you click show timing, it will make the purple the whole span of the thing, and you want to drag the ends of it to the very spot that you want that element to pop up. So let me see if I can kind of just do like a blank See, and then so you're seeing this and it looks chaotic. You're like, what is this going on? But if you click, and then again, if I go down to show timing, you can see that the rabbit pops up for the purple part. So the very end, they all pop up. Let me see. Yeah, let's go back to the blank one that I started, and we'll build one from scratch. So I'll pretend that, well, I do have the hello song saved. So I have the hello song saved, and it's time to end the day. So I recorded myself in Canva. I made those videos. So that could be good practice for you guys. If you want to do it this way and start, you can open up a videos. You can hit video and record yourself and hit record yourself. And you can just record yourself or practice recording yourself singing the hello song, or it's time to end the day, or just any song really. Happy birthday, something like a nursery rhyme. And you then can add your elements to it, and you can save it from your Canva, you can save it. And then, so if you would go to share or save or whatever, you can download it as an MP3 video, and you can select what page you want to save. But if you're just making one page, recording yourself singing the hello song, then you hit done, you save that, you download it, it will be downloaded onto your computer, then you come back over to upload, and you can upload videos. These are some of the videos, as you can see, that I recorded using either my laptop or my phone that I have uploaded. This video here is a clip. I made a gingerbread house with my son. I used my phone and a ring light, and then I used an app on my phone to kind of put all of the video clips together. And our shape of the week was a triangle. So the gingerbread house is a triangle. So I used this in one of my classes. So you can, like I said, it takes longer to record with your phone and put like video clips together, and then send it to your email or send it to your computer via AirDrop or whatever, and then upload it into Canva and use it on a video. It is more time consuming, but it's possible. So keep that in mind, because Blippi, Miss Rachel, all the like YouTube kid people that are on YouTube, that's what they do. They're obviously recording externally, and the parents or whoever are editing the videos and then putting them on YouTube. So like, same thing here with Canva, you can do it externally, record something out and about, a field trip, and then upload it into your Canva and use it in your video. And as you see, like, it will pop it up in here. You can stretch it out to the whole page. Or if you want, you can make it small and you can add elements around and have them pop up. So let's do an element like gingerbread house. And you can pop a gingerbread house up in there. Like, hey, we're making a gingerbread house today, and you want to put a gingerbread house in, you go to the more, you come down to the clock that's show timing, and when you do that, it makes the whole extent of the clip. So you can drag, this is how you drag, and you can drag it down to like 0.5 seconds, 0.43, yeah. Or you can make it the whole end of the video. So this is pretty much how I do it. Like, this is the secret to it. So I am able to use all the elements in Canva because it's my personal use. There's no commercial thing. The only thing with Canva is Pro. If you don't have Canva Pro, if it's a Pro element, it is going to charge you to use that element. But there are ways up here. So if you went to Gingerbread House, you could come down here and you can hit free. So if you don't have Canva Pro and you can only use free elements, that is fine. Hit the sidebar here in the search bar, scroll down, hit the free, apply that filter, and it will literally show you all the free stuff that you can use. Now, if I take that off, because I have Canva Pro and I scroll down, it will show me. See, it will show you which one's Pro. It has the little crown. But by doing the filter, you can, all these are free. It will show you all the free ones. So that's a nice thing to know too when using Canva, because I know some of us pay for the Pro and some of us can't afford the Pro or we're not there yet, which is fine. So you just would make sure to click that free and apply that filter and then everything there. So then you don't have to worry, oh, I really want this element. Oh, but it's a Pro. Do I want to spend the money to use that element or not? You can just remove all the paid ones and just search the free ones, so you're not getting your heart set on something that you have to pay for. But pretty much that's how I do it. Then I would record myself. I find it easier if I come up with, if I use the curriculum book and I kind of think it out and plan what I'm going to do or say, record myself talking and pointing, and then I can add the elements. Well, let's do this here. So we'll record myself. We'll go to videos. I'll go record myself. And I don't know if it's going to let me record myself while you're recording, while we're on Zoom, but I'm going to try it. So I usually flip my thing around, but we'll try to count. So it counts you down, 3, 2, 1. Like, hi friends, we're gonna learn about the letter H today. And I just kind of point to my letters. H starts, our horse starts with H. Can we help our friend, the horse, eat some hay? Yeah, he wants 7. That's our number of the week, 7. And then I'll point down here to my 7 or whatever, or I'll pop the element up. Let's count 7 hay bales. And I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I kind of just like exaggerate pointing and I record myself. And then I'll hit done. And then up here in the corner, I save and exit. Like, hi friends, and it will pop me in the corner there. You can make it as big or as small as you want. And again, I use the circle. Like I said, I like that it cuts off the extra wall space around my wall. So for the most part, I use circle, but you can use the rectangle. And here you just saw down at the bottom here how it kind of loaded. So that's like the time. So me recording myself, that as like the time as long, it's 41, right here, it says 41.2 seconds. So I also am mindful of that too. So I have the 5 seconds in the beginning, I have the hello song. I'm not sure exactly how much time that takes up. And then usually what we'll learn when I'm on my wall and going through what we'll learn today, that is like a few minutes, like 3, 5, sometimes longer. And only because at first I was doing months and the days of the week, and I was kind of singing them myself. And then I was like, this is taking too long to just sing them myself. So I found videos on YouTube of the days of the week and days of the month song. And I I'll break that down for you guys too, because again, I recorded those, saved them, and now I can just plug them in to my classroom. And that also takes time. So here, we'll go back to this. I recorded myself.
We're going to learn about the letter H today.
So I would pause myself, or I would come down here, I would play it.
We're going to learn about the letter H today.
I pause it. We're learning about the letter H today. I go up here to elements. I will search letter H. It's already here because I did it. And I'll pick which one. So I'll pick this one. We're going to learn about the letter H today. I put that there. I come up here and I go down to show timing. Now see, it leaves that line right there where I paused it. So I know that I want to take the purple at least up to there, because that's where I paused it. We're going to learn about the letter H today. And then I have to, I'll have to go down here to the end. I click the purple and then I drag it down. We're going to learn about the letter H today. Let's just make it like a solid 3 seconds. I'll put it back at the beginning.
Just kind of point to my letters. H starts, our horse starts with H. Can we?
And then maybe I'll find a horse. So I'll come in here, I'll pause it. I'll look for a horse. I'll put the horse in, I'll drag the horse, make it whatever size that I want. Usually I'll like make this bigger and then like kind of overlay the horse here. And again, show time. I know where I stopped is at that black line. And then I drag it back down to, or I might just leave it the whole rest of the way. So I talk about a horse and then that horse will be there for the rest of like the 40 seconds. Bring it back.
H,
Like,
can we help our friend, the horse, eat some hay? Yeah, he wants 7. That's
and then here I can even pop in 7. Type in 7, pop in the 7. Now this is time consuming, and if you are not very proficient at it, it could be time consuming. But the benefit of it is that you have complete creativity with throwing elements up. And when you're having things pop up on your screen like that, and your video, and you're saying 7, they're seeing the hands, the actual number 7 is popping up. You can even add text and write out the word 7. So they're seeing it all. They're seeing it on fingers. They're seeing the number 7, and then you can do the text and they're seeing SEVEN, 7. So, and with it popping up and stuff, it's going to keep their attention a little bit better than if I would just record a whole 30-minute class talking in front of my preschool wall. That's what I kind of didn't want to do. Now I do it, I use it, I've spent the time and energy to put my wall together. So I do use it as kind of like a review, like this week we're going to learn this. And then I use Canva to make it a lot more interesting. So 7, I drag it down to here. We're going to bring it up here because like I said, we're going to count hay bales.
7. That's our number of the week. 7, and then I'll put down here to my 7 or whatever, or I'll pop the element up. Let's count 7 hay bales.
So then I come in here, I look up hay. We got hay bales. And here I will make them smaller, and I will use the lovely duplicate button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then literally This is why it kind of looks crazy. But if you're following along, you can see like why it would work. Like, yeah, so make that one a little bit bigger again, so they're all kind of the same size. And then the trick here is you hold down the shift key and you can select all the hay bales. Okay. You can hit group. It will now group those 7 hay bales together. So it already popped it up. Like you can already see the purple line, so you don't have to do the thing. The purple line's already there. It knows that this is what I'm doing now. So the purple line is there. I drag it down to kind of where I paused it. And we'll hit play.
Bales, and I'll go why.
And then here, I will actually look for like numbers. So I'll do 1. And I'll put it on like the first hay bale. And then I do again, it's already up. So I know my 1 is right here where I paused.
1, 2.
And I'll find a 2. I usually try to find like the same numbering. So if I go back to 1, sometimes if you hit something, it will bring up the other numbers. So I can delete this 1, 2, 3. And this is literally how I will do it. So I will find all the numbers a while, get them on the page and on the hay bale. See all 6 and 7. And what's fun is like the numbers are moving, the numbers are animated, which is also going to keep the kids' attention span than just the regular number. So 1 is already done. So I hit 2, I go down to showtime. I will drag it the whole way down to where the black line is. That's kind of where my marker is, but sometimes I gotta like take it back and hit play.
2.
And then 3, I'll drag it down. So if I started back here.
1, 2, 3.
And you can kind of see how the 1 and the 2 popped up when I said 1, 2. The 3 was a little off. So the 3, we gotta drag 3. See how the 2 disappeared? Now I know 3 is gonna be after that. So 2, 3. That can also be like a guide too.
3.
And then I'll hit the 4. And I know to drag the 4 down to my black line because that's what I was about to say.
4, and I kind of just like exaggerate pointing and I record myself. And
So then if I go back, I didn't count 5, 6, 7. So we won't do those.
Emails, and I'll go 1,
And you can see.
2, 3, 4, and I kind of just like.
And the numbers will pop up. And that's pretty much how I do it. It is time consuming, but I think it's just a lot more interesting than standing in front of the wall and recording yourself for a pre-recorded class. What did I mention? I mentioned the days of the week song and stuff. So I made myself a folder that I already have, like that I have some preschool videos, plain and simple. And if I pre-recorded myself and re-uploaded it already, and I can pop it into a class, this is where it gets saved. So this is just me kind of trying to be organized with it, because if not, then I would have to go up to my uploads and I would literally, like, you upload your images. That's like, was my profile picture. Videos, I would have to go down past my other videos and go the whole way down and find that the video I recorded myself at here. Like there's the, so that's why I made the folder. So I don't have to go to uploads, click videos, and scroll down through all the videos that I uploaded once upon a time. I can just go to this folder and I know my 5-second intro is there, my hello song, my goodbye song. This right here, I'll put in, it says it's 6 minutes. So it's a good chunk of time of my class, but I will put that in. I will do my intro. I'll do my, here you can just add a page in. I'll do my hello song.
Hi friends, let's sing the hello song.
And then this, it, like I said, I just stretch it out, fill up the whole page. I do my transition, dissolve. I usually do it like 1.5 or 2 seconds, a whole 2 seconds. I do a whole 2 seconds from the blue to the hello song, just so it's a little bit longer.
Friends, let's sing the
And then
hello song.
that transitions. And then I will do my, and this I just type in. Again, I also have font saved. Maybe another day I can go over how to make a branding kit within Canva, because I know how to do that too, where you can save your 3 top fonts, like your font pairings and your colors, and you can save it under, like I have a few branding kits already saved. So I will just, my main one is Lovio, Lovelo, or whatever. Like, what we'll learn this week. And then I put it at the top. And then I will either record myself with my wall via my laptop, or I will use my phone and record myself. And then I'll plug that in there. Like this week we'll learn, and I use my wall. And then my next page that I've been adding is, if we go back down here to the videos I've saved, is this.
Hi friends.
And my son is in this one with me. But these are cool. So I will get to my wall over here, which is the calendar. Like, oh, now this, like, it's still in December. But like now I would record, oh, it's not December anymore. Now it's January. Let's go sing our months of the year and our days of the week songs. And then I'll be like, come on, as I'm self-recording, finishing up, going over my wall. So I'll be like, what we'll learn this week is this, this, this. Like, oh, it's now a new month. Let's go sing our songs. And I'll like do a hand wave or something. And then I set the transition up and do whatever transition. And then it will transition into this 6-minute segment, which I pre-recorded.
Hi friends, let's listen to a song, Days of the Week.
And this is a video. This is a video you can find on YouTube. So I'll show you guys how to do that. And as you can see, my son and I are in the corner. And if I play it longer, they're like, let's sing the days of the week. And the video is playing on YouTube because I'm screen sharing. I'll show you guys how to do that right now. But I'm just in the corner and I'm like, yeah, like I'm singing along or dancing or whatever. So they're still seeing me like interact with them, but they're watching the video, and the video is singing a song that they'll catch on to, that mom and dad could even pull up on YouTube or whatever for them at another date time, you know, that type of thing. And as you can see, like my son is like,
Such a song, Dave.
my son's into it. So again, I use him to my advantage because kids like to watch kids. So I will use him in my videos sometimes. And you can see, I'm not even singing. I'm just listening, bobbling my head, and my son's already trying to sing. So I'll show you how I do this. So again, if you, like me, I already have this pre-recorded, but the way that I did it was, you have your blank page here, you go to videos, you go to record yourself. Okay, so I went over these little icons here, how you can change it from square, whatever, mirror. No, it didn't, it took it away. Where did it go? That's not it. So if you hit record yourself over here, it says camera, camera, screen, screen. So you have the option to just record yourself. You can screen share, or you can get rid of the circle completely and it will just pull up the screen. So what I do is I hit camera and screen, and I will come over here to my Windows or my Chrome or whatever, and I'll find it. So we'll close this out for the second. So I'll come up to my browser and I'll Google in days of the week song. Right here it is. So I click on it and I get it pulled up on my screen. Of course, it's going to show me an ad because, you know, but I skip the ad and I get it ready. I pause it. So it's paused, it's ready to go. So when I go back here to Canva, so my blank page, I hit video, I hit record myself, I do camera and screen, and I go to my Windows, I can now pull up the days of the week song, and I'll hit share. I'll come, it will pull up, it will show a blue icon up here at the browser. So that's how you know that it's connected. But I will come back to Canva because I need to see myself, like right here. So I'll hit record, it will count it down. So and it's recording. So it is recording. It's recording me in the circle. It is recording my video. I can talk, I can dance, I can sing along. And that's how I do it. You also got to go up and you got to go up to the browser and like turn it off. That's the only tricky part, but it's not that hard. So you can find a video, storybooks, reading, storybooks, videos, songs. I think with the bird, Becky the bird, you guys know the bird's the word, bird, that song. So I found that song on YouTube and I'm just like, bird, like flapping my arms and being all silly, recording myself while that song was playing from the video that I found on YouTube. And it just related because it was a song about a bird. We were talking about Becky the bird, bee, ba. So you can really use it to your advantage. And then I will hit save. And then you kind of got to do a little bit of moving stuff around. So I will put myself down in the corner, maybe make myself a little bigger, a little smaller. And then you can also click here and you can stretch it out to the whole screen. Now, as you can see, this kind of like picked up the side here. I think if you make it a full screen, that won't happen, but you can drag it out. You can, just kind of drag the edges out and then put myself in the corner there. And then if we
It is recording. It is recording. It's recording me in the circle. It is recording my video. The band is long. Hi, friends.
So, and then that's how I do that. And then, so I screen shared, record myself, and then I uploaded when I did that for the first time and I figured it out. I went to download it, and I went down here and I unselected all pages and I just selected the pages that I did that with. So page 5, I recorded myself singing along with days of the week and days of or months of the year. And so I just select that one, hit done, and download that video, just that page. And then I can come over here, re-upload it into Canva and save it. And then, like I said, I saved it to a particular folder so I can find it much easier than scrolling down through all my uploaded stuff. So that's kind of how I've been putting classes together.
Awesome, Ashley. Thank you so much. I know there was a question about, maybe see if I can scroll back. Do you ever set up pages and then record after to help with the timing?
Yes. So there are times where I have the idea of what elements and stuff I want to use, and I will put the page together. So, and this is more time management, I guess, than anything, because I have an active toddler right now. So I'll be like, oh, I'm going to go downstairs and get some work done. And if he's upstairs being loud, or like my husband, one time I was trying to work down here, he was in the kitchen and he was making chicken and he was hammering the chicken. So like while I was down here trying to work, he's up there like, bang, 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 bang. I'm like, well, good thing I wasn't recording. Yeah. So like you can, if you have the idea, you can, like with the hay bales, like search your element, throw it onto your page, kind of arrange it how you want, and then you can come in and record yourself too. And also it might help, like if you arrange your page to help directionally where you're pointing. So if you kind of like have the idea of the page first and then want to record, that's fine too. Like if you have an hour during a kid's nap time or your lunch break, if you're already working, or at the end of the night when like kids go to bed or whatnot, you can kind of do your layout, your template. Like, oh, this will be my intro page. This page will be this. This page like will be this, like what we're going to learn today. And then a separate day or a separate time, come in and do your recording. Recording is nerve-wracking. It's hard. It's hard to see yourself, look at yourself, whatever, but I just kind of suck it up. And I'm like, it's kids. Like the more stupid I think I probably look, like they're gonna love it.
Right.
Like,
True.
my son loves getting reaction out of people. He loves being silly. He loves being goofy. So if I'm like, sometimes he's like, Mom, stop. Like he actually gets embarrassed already at 3, but like, that's just kind of the mindset I go in, like, get the recording done, just get it done. Like, and just have fun with it. Like, be silly, be goofy, because it's for kids. It's not for adults. It's not for you. It's not for your ego. It's like, just
Definitely
be
agree.
silly and have fun with it.
Yes. And another question we had is, how do you create that folder in
How do I
Canva?
create the folder? Very good question. So, let's see. If I were to go to my uploads and I wanted to put a video in, no, let's delete that. The three dots here, you're going to move,
Oh,
you can move it to a folder. If you have a folder, great. Like, if I go to my projects, I can go down here and preschool videos. That's my folder. As you can see, I have quite a few folders. But if you go down, you can see my preschool folders. That's the one right there. To create a new one, move to folders, you create a new folder.
oh,
Name
cool.
it, and then add the video to new folder.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. That was something new too. I'm like, I didn't know you could create folders.
Yeah, because like I have a folder with, like, I make jewelry, so I have a folder with like that in it, and I don't even know.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
So, and then I also have, yeah. So this was like, I was trying, before I figured the videos out, I was trying to use presentations in Canva. So
Mhm.
that's what this folder is like me trying to create a presentation template for that. And I was like, that's not it. So like, honestly, I could probably delete this folder and just delete it. And now all I have is my preschool folder with the 4 videos that I know I will plug in. And then if I do any other videos too, like, I can save those. Like I said, if it's like someone's birthday and you record yourself singing happy birthday, or I don't know, like a particular holiday song, or, you know, a nursery rhyme or something like that, you can, and then you can think ahead too of things like that. Like, oh, next week I'm going to be doing letter whatever or something. And you just like can kind of record yourself and throw it in, save it, save like, or even as you're making things and you're like, oh, I could save that. Like I said, you can go up here, download it, and you can select what page it is that you think like, oh, I'll reuse that again in another class. And that will save me a lot of time because I don't have to record it every time.
Right.
Like I said, when I first was doing it, I was trying to sing the Days of the Week song myself, and I was using the Addams Family one.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like, whoa, I figured out this screen share thing. Like, I can screen share a video that might keep their attention of something on YouTube. And I didn't have one for the months of the year. I only did the Addams Family to Days of the Week. So like, it was nice that, and then I found the singing walrus or whatever has both videos with like the little mother hen chicken thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I found 2 videos that are kind of like the same, you know what I mean? Like the same. And that's why it's a 6-minute segment, because I saved both of those pages when I originally figured that out.
I think it's very smart to have, like, you know, pre-recorded, already done, like, you know, that those are your staples basically.
Yeah.
So to have those and then put them in where you need them, I think that,
so like in this
awesome.
folder, I only have 4 videos saved. I have my intro, my hello song, it's time to end a day song, and then I have the 6-minute one is the singing walrus with the days of the week and the months of the year. And like I said, if I come across anything else that I feel like I could use like on a consistent basis, I'll do the same thing. I'll download and save that page and put it in this folder.
Yeah, I think that's smart. Okay, we have another question. It says, can you make yourself full screen and then add the elements on top of the video?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I have done that. Like this one, like here. Yeah, I could have made this full screen and then pop like the gingerbread. And then honestly, you can even add animation to it. Like this is what like, I guess more like YouTube, how people edit, like they record themselves and then they're like, oh, and they add like little things like around it. Yeah, you can do it that way too. That's just like a style preference. But yeah, that is an option. I kind of like to keep myself small. I don't know. I guess that's just a me thing. But yeah, you can do, when I finish up a class, this one, is this the one that's already done? So this is like reading time, and like I have a reading corner, and I used to use my phone and record myself, but then I was like, again, I'm like, that's taking extra time because I'm recording myself on my phone. I have to wait for the video to like get onto my computer. Then I gotta upload it onto Canva. So like this particular video, I just use my.
So we're going to read Good Night, Little Puppy.
But if you're going to use your laptop and do this, keep in mind you want to do that mirror, that like arrow button, and do the mirror. So it's not like showing up backwards.
Would you also maybe use a document camera too, possibly to be able to get look more so that kids can see it, or do you feel like that the kids can see the book pretty well, like with just recording it?
I mean,
because
I could like I hold it.
One, I have to Little Puppy going to.
Because I guess when the kids,
so like I read it
right,
and like
their full screen, correct? The once they get the class, I'm assuming that the kids see a full screen of the,
and like I said, I did the circle. It probably would have been better if I did the full screen and rectangle for that, which again is just like a learning thing. So like future reference, if I'm going to read a book using my laptop, I would probably do the rectangle instead of the circle. And yeah. And then as you can see, I think it was nighttime, so it's kind of darker. If that's the case, you can actually edit the video, and you can come up here to adjust, and you can brighten like your videos and stuff up too. So you can record yourself and then you can edit it. Like, so if you have to record at nighttime or something, you're like, oh, that's looking kind of dark. You can kind of mess around with things like that. But yeah, I actually like to use my phone and record myself in my little reading corner. Because on my phone, if you record on my phone, up here, it says HD. You can actually hit that and switch it to 60. So it's high def 60, and it's a lot clearer of like a video. So I kind of like using my phone because I can get a better quality video than recording with my laptop. But at the same time, it's time. So it's like there's so many options. It's possible,
right?
But it's like what works for you. Do you have the time to record like a high HD video and then like upload it and stuff? Like, go for it. If you don't, then and you need to use your computer directly, it's kind of been a learning thing.
Exactly. Play with it. I kind of like that. So I have another question here. It says, can you use a green screen with a photo background? Have you even tried that?
I haven't messed around with the green screen, but I know for a fact that Canva has a green screen feature now.
Oh, does it really?
I'm positive of it. Green screen. I think they have a green screen. I don't know.
I guess not.
I thought they did. I haven't messed around with green screen at all. But I would assume that you could do it. Like if you have a green screen and you record on your phone, maybe, I don't know. That would be a good question for Bethany that does the podcast videos.
Right.
Because she she does the green screen thing, and I don't know how she does it. But obviously, yeah, it was a learning curve for her. I thought for sure Canva had like a green screen thing now. Maybe I'm confusing it with the whiteboard. Like
Somebody
maybe.
says that it does. I've never looked, so I have no idea.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. I mean,
Any other?
there's so many options now.
Right.
Even if you design something in Canva, they have like a mock-up, this right here. They have like smart mock-ups now. So like if you literally wanted to sell stuff for your preschool with the logo on, you could literally come in Canva here and put your logo on a water bottle to see how it would look.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
or like this right here, the smartphone or the computer, if you wanted to put together an image of like you teaching or something like that, or like if I took a screenshot of like one of my classes playing, I could use one of these like smartphone or desktop pictures and put my, you know what I mean, put that in there.
Right. Yes.
So yeah,
Awesome.
Canva is, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Ashley. Is there any other questions, ladies, before we hop off of our masterclass? Any last questions? Oh, we do. We have one more. How long is your lesson total? Is there a set time you have to do your recording in Canva?
I try to shoot for the 30-minute mark, but I fall short a lot of the times. I haven't gone over. That's for sure. But yeah, I try to stay within the 30. So like 28, 29, 30 minutes. And again, it's kind of just like each little page will tell you how much time, and it will show you down here. I don't know if you guys can still see my screen, but down here, it will show you how long your video is. So you can kind of gauge
Cool.
how long it will be by like that. Like you can kind of keep an eye on like, oh, so my intro and my hello song and what we're learning this week is about like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So that means I got 20 more minutes of class material to put together. And it, like I said, I use the Preschool in a Box curriculum. So I'm like, all right, what's the letter? What, you know, what animal does Joy have and things like that. I don't have my,
and so then
I don't have it with me, but I will like open it up, and at the bottom there's like lines, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I will like write down like, oh, the letter's this, the number's this, da, 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 da. And then that will get my wheels going for what I'm going to put in my videos, if that makes sense. And then I'll even like up here, I think I'm like trying not to. So this is like my calendar for like 2 days a week, I guess 2-3 days. So I'll like release a video on Monday and Wednesday, and then on Fridays I have like my live, my preschool house live. And like this is literally something I made in Canva. I searched calendar, popped it up, popped the numbers in there, the month, added my logo, and then I put this in the hub. So like the parents, their first few little tabs there that they can click on, like, oh, this whatever, like I put my calendar in there.
Oh, cool.
And then I write in my hub, like, hey, this is the calendar. So you guys can like print it out and put it on your fridge. And then I try to like, I have, you know, home, rainbows, whatever. And then for rainbows, I like plan a book. So I always try to have a book. So I know based on how big the book is, that's going to be a chunk of time to me reading that. Like, hey, we're going to read this book this week because it's about rainbow fish, you know? And then like, it's a rainbow fish. And I like say the author and give, you know what I mean? I give the credit and like everything like you're supposed to do. And then I read the book. Cool. So I do try to kind of plan it out like this. And then parents kind of know what to expect. And then I can also be more on top of it. And then definitely using the preschool curriculum.
Gotcha. So do you use Canva for your live classes at all?
No, I just hop on Zoom and it's like more relaxed. So like I had one student and Thanksgiving happened and they kind of fell off. And then I had to send the link, like the payment link for them to like set up payment and like actually do it like through the hub. Because I think when they first like took the spot, I think they like, they Venmo'd me. I used Venmo. I'm like, hey, Venmo me this will reserve your spot. And I did like the whole family script thing like that way. And so then Thanksgiving happened and I was like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like trying to keep in touch with mom and dad. And they're like, oh, Thanksgiving, we kind of fell off. It's like, okay, no problem. Like, you're due to pay for your next month. Like, here's the link to get that set up. You know, real casual, real polite, whatever. And then he just never did it. So then I had to go into the hub and I had to remove what class they were enrolled in from his like little drop down thing to keep him from getting access, you know what I mean, to class. So unfortunately, I only had one student, and during the live, they had printed out like the PDF files that come with the curriculum. I think it was like the llama. Was it the llama one or something? I don't know, but he printed them out and he showed it to me, and it was kind of just like relaxed and talking and getting to know each other the first time. But yeah, so I don't really use Canva. I don't really have like a strict thing that I follow with the preschool pals. I kind of want preschool pals to be the end of the week, like us like hanging out, talking,
Right.
showing each other our work, that type of thing. So.
All right. Well, no, thank you. That was really good. Thank you so much, Ashley. That was really good. And thank you for hosting our masterclass with how to create video classes in Canva.
Thank you for having me. I hope everyone followed along and learned something.
Yeah, I know I did. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.